First one up today is an Inman article. This is by Luke Babich. I'm going to go with that.
Inman's like turning into Zillow. Like someone needs to like compete with them. We need
they've always been, kind of the go-to there for the news. And here's the first one. Here are the hidden costs of home selling you should disclose to clients. Let's go through their list, Nicole.
Yes.
And they're calling it net sheet items.
Mm-hmm.
A typical seller's net sheet includes the following items: commissions for listing and buyer agents. They have a typical.
They actually put a percentage on there. That was ballsy.
But anyways, you want to absolutely clarify to your seller, I'm taking X amount of as the broker, as the listing broker on the commission, and this how much of the commission I'm offering to buyer brokers. You want to fully explain that to your sellers. They have title insurance here, escrow charges, home warranty if provided, closing costs paid for by the buyer. Obviously, that's something you're going to negotiate after the fact. Transfer taxes and recording fees. We call them conveyance tax here.
In Connecticut.
Connecticut. Mortgage payoff for all mortgages against the property. One thing that we have in Connecticut is attorneys. So there's attorney fees associated with the closing. And I think here's why this article was written. Many home sellers think their selling price equals the money they'll take away from the sale. To avoid drama and hard feelings, agents shouldn't assume that sellers know the hidden costs of selling a home. I got to tell you, Nicole, I've talked to numerous homeowners who had their home listed previously, signed a listing contract, didn't read it, trusted the agent,
of course,
and came to find out later, oh, I have to pay state and town conveyance tax. Oh, I do need an attorney. Maybe they sold in the previous state, wasn't an attorney state. Oh, how does the commission actually work? Because it wasn't explained to them thoroughly up front. It was just sign here, sign here, sign here. How many times do people sign listing agreements? And hopefully, if you're listening to this or watching, you're not one of these agents. How many times do people sign listing agreements when the client, the seller, has never even read the contract? They never emailed it to them before the meeting. They didn't leave a copy of it with them to review before they actually signed. They just came and just kind of did the pressure move, sign here, sign here, sign here. How often does that happen?
I bet you it happens more often.
All the time.
Yeah. I think what's also important, though, to mention here, and it does sort of go into that in this article, there are so many expenses even before you even get to the point of signing the forms.
Not that involve us.
Well, no, but I mean, I think that they need to know, like, to get their home ready, there's going to be expenses,
Yeah,
but also after the sale too, because it talks about moving costs and all that too. So, but no, I mean, I'm certain that there are, unfortunately, in lots of situations, I guarantee you probably 50, maybe 60% of those agents that are just saying sign here, sign here, sign here, probably don't even know the additional costs that are associated with selling a property either. Like, they may not even know about the conveyance or about what an attorney actually costs.
I think we can link it up. We can definitely flash it on the screen right now. We, One in Company at William Ravis, our team here in Connecticut, we give every single seller a net sheet. So let's link that up if we can. I don't know if we can, but
why wouldn't you be able to?
Well, it's a PDF that's in our listing package. I'm sure we can find a way.
We could turn it into a photo, screenshot it. I mean,
well, a link, so we can do some kind of link. We'll definitely display it here if you're watching. But I would advise you, if you do not have a net sheet as part of your listing package, as part of your listing presentation, as part of the deliverables that you give to the client when signing the contract and actually go through that with them, I'd encourage you to do that. Exactly where is the commission going? How does it get divvied up? What is the state and town conveyance tax or transfer tax, maybe in your market, whatever it's called? What is that number? I know here in Connecticut, we have some towns that are a little bit higher, 0.25% higher than other towns.
Well, and it gets based on price point too.
Vanessa, who writes all of our blog content, she's written a blog for every single town, the conveyance tax. It gets updated every single year. That's another piece everybody should be using in their blogs. But explain to this all of this to them up front, because if you're going against two other agents, you're going to stand out as the transparent one. You're going to stand out as the trustworthy knowledge broker who walked them through the process and was upfront about all the fees. Hey, listen, when we go to a listing appointment, we're likely the highest ask for commission. I am more than comfortable providing that information up front before we sign, even before I go, because I know everything that we deliver. Right. And I'm also comfortable saying, hey, yeah, we're at this % for commission and we have this fee. Like, I'm not afraid of losing the listing because we're delivering over and over and over again for all of our sellers. And if you can't deliver, then yeah, go be a discount broker and try to hide your commission and try to hide your fees. You won't be in business too long.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Nicole?
Disclose.
I think this is not a racket at all.
No, not at all. I mean, I think that this is probably wildly more important than, what did we talk about 2 weeks ago? The whole disclosure of referral.
Referral fees.
Yeah, referral fees. I mean, I think that this is...
That opened up quite a conversation on like IG when I posted that and a couple other places where there was a lot of agents saying, I don't think I should have to disclose this.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting topic, and I don't mean to go back to it, but I think that if anything, for a seller in this situation, letting them know exactly what they're going to be up against when they are getting to the closing table is going to just take a lot of, I think, angst off of you during the process. Because, man, you're negotiating home inspection items, and all of a sudden they find out about the conveyance. I mean... what are we doing?
I'm going to just say which episode you can go back to find that. I think it is...
It wasn't that long ago. It was just a couple weeks ago.
It's episode 139. So if you want to go back and check out, should agents disclose referral fees, go check out episode 139.
But I do think that this is an important topic. And hopefully, my faith is in agents that they are giving a net sheet.
Yes, I would agree.